Siblings Stephen and Tiffany Zendejas.
We kind of went through this journey together. He was a year behind me in law school.
Both dream of practicing law. Both have failed the California bar in the past, but gave it another shot.
Everything that you've studied for, to the student loans that you've taken out for, and then I just was like, I just need to get past this exam.
But this exam was different than the exam of the last 40 years.
I was one of the 4,300 that sat for this exam.
Stephen was a part of a chaotic February bar exam that he ultimately failed. For the first time, it was hybrid through a different testing software created by the company Measure, filled with technical issues from computer glitches to confusing test proctors.
That exam was a complete disaster.
Several questions seemed oddly worded during the exam. I tried not to pay too much attention, but some were very absurd.
The California Senate Judiciary Committee held a hearing today, inviting those test takers.
There are typos, there are grammatical errors, there were questions that didn't make sense. And how did that happen?
It happened because, unfortunately, there was not a professional copy edit done of the questions. That's something that, when we're talking about lessons learned, it seems rather obvious.
Leadership over the California bar exam also called to testify, addressing concerns over the use of artificial intelligence.
When did the leadership of the bar know that AI was used in generating the 29 questions or so?
After the exam.
After the exam, the required score to pass was slightly lowered, offering those who failed 2 years provisional licenses to practice before taking the bar again, with a free exam attempt in July.
But who's in charge of making sure the July exam works like it did for the 5 or 6 years previous to this? Who's in charge of that?
The California bar now reverting back to in-person exams, filing a lawsuit against Measure for damages. But for those who failed, like Stephen, he's now exploring options out of state.
I'm disappointed because it feels like I wasn't given a fair shot.
It makes me feel really sad. In order for him to achieve his dream, he has to relocate.
Cecil Hannibal, KCRA 3 News.
Senator Tom Umbar has introduced a bill authorizing an audit of the February bar. The State Bar of California has also reported nearly 56% of those who took the exam in February passed it. That is the highest spring rate since 1965. Now, that number includes those who passed because of that score adjustment.